It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Bringing you the NBA here on 2K Sports with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone. And checking out Oklahoma City's opening lineup courtesy of our friends at State Farm. Durant, Ibaka, and Perkins compose the front court. Westbrook and Cephalosha in the backcourt. And for the Pistons, Tayshaun Prince out there with Jason Maxiell. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then there's Brandon Knight. And it's Stuckey in at the 2.
Well, it wasn't that long ago that Detroit was the dominant team in the Eastern Conference year after year. But times change, a lot of turnover in Detroit, and they are in a major rebuilding mode now. Detroit!
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Prince against Durant. Ibaka in the post. Banked in off the glass. Ibaka's got the opening field goal of the game for the Thunder. Steve, back to what you were saying about the Pistons. You know, it's hard to tell when it's time, to move a successful team historically in a different direction. Clark, you're part of the front office, and I'm sure you guys battle with that every day. When do you make the change? When do you stick with what you got?
Yeah, it's kind of the conundrum. Do you jump before you get put? You know, teams get older, players get older. They did trade Chauncey Billups, and they let Rasheed Wallace go, and I think that timing was about right. The problem is that now you've got to make good choices and have your young players start to develop, and that usually takes a little longer than you want it to.
And they got some chemistry issues there, too.
Yeah, they did have some friction, yeah, no question about it. You know, Stuckey was looking to build off of his great campaign in the year before last season, but seemed to sputter in a bad way in Detroit. Just didn't find the rhythm.
Now here's Perkins. Over Monroe. No good from Perkins. And earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Lawrence Frank. What'd you find out, Doris?
Well, he told me that creating chances against a defense like this is difficult for any team, and he knows they'll have to get creative to get open looks. He added, though, that every defense has holes and flaws that can be exploited, and he thinks he might have found some soft spots to attack. Guys?
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, that strong defense on the other side obviously has him a big concern.
Yeah, no question. And he puts it down with authority. Spite slam cam for another angle.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Yeah, just the power and the skill. Impressive.
Prince against Durant. Now Stuckey kicks it to Maxiell. 5 on the clock. Westbrook with the steal.
Anticipating that pass so well. Beautifully done.
And they get in the way. Looked like the alley-oop attempt that time. Westbrook with the steal. Oh!
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
Stuckey with it. Screen by Maxiell. Stuckey can't get it to go.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect. Well, maybe the play of the game right there.
An alley-oop slam is always going to be at the top of the list there, Clark.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's one of my favorite plays in basketball, guys.
And Maxiell kicks to Prince. Durant knocks it loose. The Thunder leading by 6. Guys, this offense very... man!
And they're going to need more possessions like that one to try to extend this lead.
And if they have possessions like that, guys, they'll continue to add to their margin and keep that pace going brisk. You know, the Thunder guys showed their talent in the playoffs last season. I think that devastating loss to Dallas in Game 4 of the conference finals was where they finally kind of caved in.
A different look for Detroit. Urebko comes in for Jason Maxiell. And it's Bynum in for Knight. The Thunder also changing it up. Allison comes in for Kendrick Perkins. And it's Harden in for Thabo Sefolosha. To end the run, Stuckey can't get it to go.
And Clark, you mentioned Game 4 of that Oklahoma City-Dallas series, a 15-point lead for the Thunder with 5 minutes left in the game. Dallas came back and forced overtime. And I remember the Thunder's incredible fans, even amidst the most heartbreaking loss of the season. They were chanting OKC, OKC till the bitter end. They have diehard support there in Oklahoma City.
Prince backing him down. He dishes it to Stuckey. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Harden picking him up. The high post shot. Detroit, no good that time either.
Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, Russell Westbrook has proven to be one of the best point guards in the NBA. Not just his scoring, but his ability to push the ball in transition. And he's a good leader for his teammates as well.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
He was just a hair away from making that steal.
Steve, I like the instincts there. Terrific. To see the pass come in and knock it away, well done.
A different look for Detroit. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Monroe. Gordon comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And Knight subbed in for Will Bynum. The Thunder also changing it up. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Ibaka. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And here's Gordon from outside. Kendrick Perkins pulls it in. Clark, what you said about leadership in Westbrook, that is a must-have quality to possess as a point guard in the NBA.
And, Kevin, if you're going to lead a team into battle, especially the Western Conference, you need a battle-tested guard, and the Thunder have that in Westbrook, and he's continuing to grow. We forget how young this guy is. I mean, he's got a lot of room to grow, and I'm excited to see what he becomes as he matures because he's already got a lot in that backpack.
Well, there are a few players you talk about as enthusiastically as you talk about Westbrook.
I loved him from the first time I saw him in a practice at UCLA, Kevin. He was a freshman. He was going up against Darren Collison, and he was aggressive. He didn't back away. You could tell the edges were a little rough, but you always would rather have rough edges that can be smoothed out than no edges at all. And he's got tremendous ability. I love watching him work.
Here's Knight. Tries to snap the cold streak, and he finishes at the rack.
He worked his way around the bigger man and found the hoop. Great play.
Yeah, really nice play. Wasn't bothered at all.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Thunder. They're up by 10.
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together, and you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
And we'll return momentarily.